Kanisha the Creator here, and I'm here today to give you my review of Little Shop of Horrors. As soon as like I was saying, everybody, hello, my name is Kanisha the Creator, as you know, and if you are new fans, welcome. I am going to give you my review of Little Shop of Horrors. Yes, the old version, no new version, or might be a readaptation that I never heard of. Now, if y'all don't know the story, it is a simple story about an ordinary plant store owned by Mr. Munchkin. Yeah, that's how I say it. Mr. Munchkin and people working there are Audrey and Seymour. At first, it's just an ordinary day at the shop. No business is really going. And then Seymour found this weird and strange plant, and he brings it to the store and shows Mr. Munchkin and thinks maybe if we put this strange plant on display, maybe it'll bring in customers. And just like that, it brought in a ton of customers. But this plant is no ordinary plant. As he noticed that the plant isn't growing like normal plants should, even though it's been given sunlight, plant food, water, all that. But it starts to grow when it is given human blood. And at first it seems okay, but then you realize Seymour has been beating your blood more and more. And even though it's being good publicity, Seymour is running out of blood and he can't keep giving this plant blood. Soon the plant grows so much that it is able to talk and suggests for Seymour to start killing people and feeding their remains to him. Seymour does it with this horrible boyfriend of Audrey's. His name Orin. Or is it Orion? I don't know how you say it. I'm pretty sure it's Orin. Anyway, he's a dentist, and let me tell you, he's very, very messed up in the head. Very messed up in the head. And that was the first kill. Then the second kill came completely by accident. Mr. Mushkin. Mr. Mushkin saw Seymour chop up Orin, and he was going to turn Seymour into the police. Then he was like, I don't want to really do this, Seymour. You're like a son to me. And so he offers to send him out of town. But the plant has other ideas. Oh, I'm sorry, Audrey too. I forgot the plant actually has a name. I might just still call it the plant. I don't care. Anyway, the plant eats Mr. Mushkin, and that is when Seymour has started to lose hope. But he thought without this plant, he wouldn't have half the things he has right now. But Audrey. Okay, first, maybe I should explain a little bit more of the characters before I get into the rest of the plot of the story. Now, Seymour, he's shy, he wears glasses, the normal type of character. He's an orphan. He's always just lived downtown, a horrible place where not many good people live. Audrey, well, obviously at first she had an abusive boyfriend, Orin, and dreamed of being in a wonderful home. And, had a crush on Seymour. Then there's Mr. Mushkin, who owns a shop, can be a bit harsh, stubborn boss and everything. Seemed all pretty normal. One thing I loved in this movie is the singing. The singing is amazing. Guys, if y'all have not watched Little Shop of Horror, please watch it. The singing is top notch. Like, I've heard some singing, but this singing is so beautiful. Like, where did they get these people from? These songs are amazing. And when I say amazing, I mean amazing. Oh, and by the way, I did mention that he did chop up Oren. You probably thinks, if you hadn't watched this, that Seymour killed Oren, the abusive boyfriend, but he didn't. Oren killed himself with laughing gas. A crazy way to die, but he deserved it. Man, he was crazy. Whew. Great. He was crazy. And Seymour at first didn't know that Audrey had a crush on him. Until she, obviously told him. And let's just say this. Now, back to the plant. The plant was starting to get a bit hectic after, eating Mr. Munchkin, and started to grow a bit more, and was about to try and called over Audrey. And when Audrey saw the plant, well, obviously she was mortified, but was almost about to get eaten by the plant. Then Seymour came in and saved her. And that's when he had the final straw, when he realized the plant's idea was to have little versions of him sell all over the world. When Seymour threatened to kill, the plant, the plant brought the whole store down, trying to kill Seymour, but Seymour was still alive, and he had enough strength to grab an electrical cord and shock the plant, blowing it up. And then, after that, a few months later probably, Audrey and Seymour got married. But there's a shocking twist at the end of the movie. There's a plant left behind. Seems like that story isn't quite over yet. And that was Little Shop of Horrors. At an enjoyment level, I give it a 7, maybe an 8 out of 10. It was really good. But if you're looking for a scary movie, this is not the movie. It really isn't. It's more of a comedy. It's more of comedy mixed with horror, because the whole eating people thing, feeding off of human blood, all that stuff. But mostly it's a comedy and a musical. So really, if you're looking for horror, this ain't the movie for you. But hey, if you want enjoyment, watch a little watch a little movie that you can enjoy before you get into the fields of wanting to scare yourself silly. Then this is definitely the movie for you. I hope y'all enjoyed this review. By the way, if y'all want to know where I found this movie, it's on this channel. You may have heard of it. It's a free streaming site called Tubi. Let me just warn you about something. There are a lot of commercials, so if you don't want to deal with that, you might want to pick a different, streaming platform. But if you don't mind commercials, go to Tubi. I hope y'all all have a great day. Bye. I hope y'all have a good day. Bye.